4 men and 2 inanimate objects, all competing to see who can predict the most games right this NFL season. How will the NFL intelligence on these 4 men stand up to the random chance of predicting between these 2 inanimate objects being randomly picked from a bowl or a Madden simulated franchise? Who will prevail? This is NFL Week by Week Game Predictions presented by Ascent Sports. Welcome. What's up, YouTube? It's on your bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to another NFL Game Predictions week. Today, we're moving on to Week 10, but before we get into Week 10, let's go back and recap how we did Week 9. Before that, though, Isaiah is not here this week. He is not feeling well, so he's not here. But I got the rest of the squad here. We got Jimmy, Steven here, the bull on deck, man on deck, and we're ready to predict games. But now, let's take a minute and see what happened last week. A little bit of a weird week, but not entirely weird. Steven, Isaiah, and Jimmy all went 9-5 for the best record. I had a terrible week, my worst week yet. I went 7-7, along with Madden also going 7-7. The Bull went 6-8, not doing the best. That brings our overall records to now. Steven and Jimmy are tied for first place at 92-40. And I had a short lead there again, but I am back down. I am one behind you guys at 91-41. And then Isaiah is 82-50. He's 10 behind first place. But then he's still quite ahead of the Bull and Madden, which are treading downhill, as the Bull is now 68-64, and Madden only one behind at 67-65. So they're kind of they're like the NFC East of this whole thing. They're battling who's fifth place. So So yeah, we'll see. Madden's still almost negative. I didn't even realize the Bull can't have too many more bad weeks, or they're almost negative too. So very interesting here. Now, just some real quick keys of note. Some interesting things did happen. Oh, the Bills did upset the Seahawks. That was something I had in our preseason things, but I didn't take this time because the Bills, I didn't think were playing good enough to do it, but heck, they proved me wrong. Falcons beat the Broncos. Tua versus Kyler Murray. Tua comes out on top. That we know the Steelers, they're a heart attack game with the Cowboys. A big one. The Saints. What happened to the Buccaneers? What happened? They destroyed the Buccaneers. 38-3.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was really embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what is happening? And
were gonna be destroyed.
And it was kind of funny. I saw someone tweet hey, it's like, you can't blame Brady for this. He has no one to throw to. I was like, oh man. And the Jets almost beat the Patriots, but the Patriots come out on top. That was an interesting game. But yeah, that's what happened Week 9. Let's get into Week 10 and predict these games. Alright, starting it off with Thursday night football. The Colts at the Titties.
At the what?
The Colts at the Titties.
The Colts at the Titans. This is a good matchup. This is actually good. I'm going with the Titans.
Shows you how the Titans and
Yeah, but this could go either way. I'm going with the Titans. They're home and I don't know. I'm feeling the Titans. It's kind of a mixture of a gut feeling, and the fact that they're home.
Me too. I'm gonna go with the Titans also.
Yeah, I got the Titans. It could go either way. This is a divisional game, but yeah, I got the Titans. I just think they're better and they're home. So, but they're not that much better. They're only one game better. So.
Yeah. Isaiah is also going with the Titans. The Bull is also going with the Titans, but Madden is gonna be the odd man out and take the Colts, 35-32. Madden wasn't always successful last week, being the odd man out, but they didn't do as bad as I thought they were gonna do. So you never know. You never know. Alright, next up we have the Texans at the Browns. I considered the upset of the Texans, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. I know Baker is currently I think still on the COVID list. I think he's gonna come back, but it's not for sure certain. But I'm gonna go with the Browns. Hopefully, everything's good. I mean, not that it matters because Baker, Case Keenum, who cares?
Yeah, I'm going with the Browns too.
Browns coming off a bye, also.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Pretty
That
sure.
might help,
I'm
that might
pretty
help
sure.
them a little.
They're getting Nick Chubb back this week apparently too.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a bad game overall. The Browns aren't good. The Texans aren't good. So, but I got the Browns though. I think they're better. The Texans are just very. I don't know what the Texans' issue is. I really don't.
Yeah.
The fact they don't have a good team.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but I don't know if it's their offense or their defense. I don't know what's more lacking.
I'm going with the Browns.
Isaiah is also going with the Browns. But the Bull is gonna go with the Texans. And Madden is going with the Texans in a close one. 20-17.
It could happen. This is
Yeah.
To me, this is nearly a toss-up. But
yeah. Alright. Next up, we have the football team at the Lions. I'm not gonna lie, both of these teams let me down last week, so I didn't want to pick either of them this week, but I'm forced to.
you could always pick a tie.
I could, but I don't want to waste my pick. I'm going with the Lions. I think they are the better team. Besides, I think the 2 times I took the football team was both times against the Giants. I thought they at least won one of those. They didn't. I think they let me down. The Lions, on the other hand, they have won, and I've picked them good before. And that's not even besides the point. They're at home. They're better than the football team. I think the Lions will win this.
I'm going with the Lions as well. Yeah, this is also another bad game. Neither one of these teams are really that good. But I think the Lions are better.
I'm gonna pull in Isaiah and say, I guarantee you, the Washington football team is gonna win this game.
Oh, a Jimmy guarantee.
Yep.
A Jimmy guarantee is like a remake of every movie.
Yep. It's always better.
They're bad.
Nope, always better.
That's an unpopular opinion. Remakes are typically not that good.
Nope, incorrect.
I think remakes can be good, but I don't know. I mean, they're not usually as good as I don't know, because they're the same, but they're not the same. So it's weird.
The only remake I've seen that's good is Poseidon. The 2005 Poseidon was way better than the 1980 Poseidon. 1980-ish, I should say.
Isaiah is going with the Lions. The Bull also going with the Lions. Madden going with the Lions. 17-10 over the Washington football team. I think this is going to be close. And it is actually, I think, a toss-up game. But, yeah, I'm leaning towards Lions. Next up, we have the Buccaneers at the Panthers. I'm going with the Buccaneers, even though I don't know what the heck what happened against the Saints.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah, a team like that, I feel like is gonna bounce back against the Panthers. Though the Panthers are definitely not a team to be slept on. Like, they're not good, but like they're the best bad team, I think. And like I think they're like close to they're in a lingo between bad and average, I think. So but I think the Buccaneers are gonna bounce back. I'm going with the Buccaneers to win this.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I don't know. I remember in the beginning of the season, I was saying how I think the Buccaneers are a little overrated, and I kind of still stand by that. I don't know. I still don't think the Buccaneers are, a Super Bowl team. I really don't. But they're good, though. They are good. But yeah, the Panthers have been kind of slept on. They're 3-6, which obviously isn't a good record, but people thought they were going to do worse. So, but yeah, I got the Bucks, even though. Wait. Oh, this is a divisional rival, right?
This is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain is tweaking, but
Yeah.
so yeah, because it's a divisional rival, it could be a little more competitive, but we'll see. But I got the Bucks.
I have the Bucks also. Like, I don't think the Panthers. I think if they actually get a defense together, they'll be a good team.
And get C-Mac back.
Nah. If they get him back, because they got receivers, they have a good receiving core. We were talking about this.
DJ Moore has been tweaking though for me in fantasy.
That's because Robbie Anderson, my man, he's been balling out. He's like number 4 in yards in all of the NFL.
Greg Olsen retired, right?
No, he's on the Seahawks.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Too bad Luke Kuechly retired.
Yeah, that was
everybody.
I feel like everybody just left the Panthers last offseason.
Yeah. The Bull is also going with the Buccaneers. Isaiah is also going with the Buccaneers. And Madden is going with the Buccaneers. So we're all in on here. Madden has it 42-21. Alright. Next up, we have a divisional matchup in the greatest division in football, the NFC East. We have a thriller, Eagles at the Giants. I'm going with the Eagles because they're like the only one that actually has a chance at winning this division right now.
Well, they all have a chance at winning this division right now, the way everyone's playing. But I am also going with the Eagles as well.
I got the Eagles.
Isaiah is going to guarantee the Giants win this game. So the Isaiah guarantee of the week is the Giants beat the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's probably the most certified or the most comfortable guarantee he's predicted in a while. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the guarantees could either go either way or like they're like a pretty big upset. But in a strange turn of events here, the Bull is actually not going to go with the Isaiah guarantee. The Bull is going with the Eagles. So take that as you will. The Isaiah guarantee is actually completely solo this week, as Madden is also going with the Eagles. They have a good score for it. 24-21.
More like, never mind.
Hey, they got in the 20s last. They got in the 20s last time.
No comment.
Alright, next up, we have. I don't like saying this stuff anymore because I feel like every time I do, there's crazy upsets. But this was probably the easiest one to pick for me this week. We have the Jaguars at the Packers. And yes, I'm going with the Packers.
Packers.
Isaiah is also going with the Packers. The Bull is going with the Packers. And Madden is going with the Packers. However, they have it relatively close. They have it 24-17. Packers. Listen, there's been some wild stuff recently, but yeah, I'm pretty confident in the Packers in that, but I could be wrong. Alright, next up, we have, moving into the 4 o'clock games, we have a pretty good matchup. We have the Bills at the Cardinals, and this is actually probably one of the hardest games to pick this week. The Bills coming off a great upset against the Seahawks. The Cardinals coming off a defeat by a shootout with the Dolphins, who are definitely a good team. This one was a toss-up for me, but I ended up going with the Cardinals because I think they're gonna bounce back after their L, and the Bills, like they got a pretty good win, so like I don't know, they might be a little bit hungover from that. I don't know. I'm not trying to like hate on the Bills because I remember I picked like the Patriots against them the last time, and then like this I don't know, but the Bills definitely were playing like a little bit sloppy, but then they definitely picked it up for when it mattered against the Seahawks. But I think the Cardinals are going to win this one. But this one, man, this could go either way.
I actually have the Cardinals too. I think the Bills would probably be favored a little bit at least. But it definitely is a toss-up in hindsight. And, yeah, I'm going with the Cards, though. If you want to call that a little bit of an upset.
I'm going with the Bills. Because Josh Allen. That's my only reason.
But no, you're not wrong. The Bills may be a little hungover from that Seahawks W, and the Cardinals are looking for vengeance.
Isaiah is gonna go with the Cardinals as well, and so is the Bull. The Bull is also taking the Cardinals. And surprisingly, I thought we were gonna be a little bit more split on this. But Madden is also taking the Cardinals, but they have this as a super defensive game. The final score they have is 17-14. Interesting. I think it's going to be more of an offensive game, but
yeah,
whatever Madden, whatever that floats the boat. Alright, next up we have the Chargers at the Dolphins. Both of these teams, like, are showing, like, well, the Dolphins are showing a lot of promise. The Chargers, like, their records are pretty bad and they're losing, but, like, I don't know, you can't be too, like, upset about that if you're a Chargers fan.
they have a lot of heartbreakers.
Yeah, they're giving the Falcons a run for their money now, but Justin Herbert looking nice, so, like, you can't be too is upset. I think if they can maybe if they get like maybe a new head coach or like just figure out whatever the heck's going on, actually start winning some of these games, maybe they'll get it going. But I don't know. However, I don't think they're gonna get this one. I'm going with the Dolphins. I've been hyping up the Dolphins a little bit. I think they're a good team, and like man, they've just been playing pretty good. Tua looks like he'll probably be good. Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins. They're making a push for the playoffs here, low key.
Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins as well. It's the battle of Tua and Justin. Justin, as you said, is looking good. He's looking really good. And Tua is also looking pretty good as well. Should be an interesting game. Neither of these teams are that great, but the Dolphins are definitely, or I shouldn't say definitely, but they're better, though. So, yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins also.
Isaiah is also going to go with the Dolphins. The Bull is going to go with the Chargers. But Matt's going to go with the Dolphins 23-15. Well, 15 is an interesting number.
Yeah.
To end on.
2-point conversion.
Safety. Alright, next up we have the Broncos at the Raiders. Broncos, they're a weird team. They had with a lot of injuries, but then some players started to come back. Of course, Corn Son and Von Miller, those are two pretty big pieces that are out. Apparently Drew Lock's actually not playing too well. Not until the fourth quarter. I don't know. Let me down against the Falcons. I've been low-key sleeping on the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders in this one, but this one could go either way. I could see this being the first Broncos win in a while. But I'm going with the Raiders. Just they're the better team here.
Yeah, and it's a divisional game as well. You said the Raiders at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. But yeah, I'm going with the Raiders as well. This could go either way, but I think the Raiders are slightly better. So
I'm going with the Raiders. I think it's gonna be an easy win for the Raiders.
Ooh. Bold Jimmy.
Yep.
Bold man to fail. Isaiah.
Speaking of bold, what's the Bulls' prediction?
Well, first Isaiah.
I'm sorry.
Isaiah. He's gonna pick the Raiders. The Bull is going bold and picking the Broncos. Madden is also going bold and picking the Broncos. 30-24. Actually, I like that score, but yeah, I'm feeling the Raiders a little bit more in this. Alright, next up, we have a really good matchup, a division rival. I'm not even joking. This is the series. I was joking with the answer. This is a good divisional rivalry in the best division in the NFL right now. We have the Seahawks at the Rams. And I might be going a bit bold here, but I'm going with the Rams. I'm having some predicting a little bit of Seahawks struggle here. I don't know. The Rams are coming off a bye, and they just I had another reason. Oh, was it that they're at home? I thought there was something smarter than that. I don't know. I'm going with the Rams. I'm just feeling them right now. I just have a feeling I don't know. Seahawks are gonna lose 2 in a row. People are gonna start panicking, but they don't need to because the Seahawks are still gonna win games, just not this one. Because they have an easy schedule coming up. They have the entire NFC East to still play, almost, or something like that. I don't know. I'm going with the Rams though.
I'm going with the Rams. We saw what Wilson can handle with a good defense against a good defense and a good offense. So it's no different with the Rams.
I am going with the Seahawks.
Isaiah is also going with the Seahawks. The Bull, though, is going with the Rams. But Madden is going to split us right down the middle, 3-3. Madden's going to take the Seahawks 31-21. This is an interesting one. This could go either way. Seahawks could bounce back, but I'm seeing the Rams here. The Seattle defense is actually not that good.
It's awful. Awful.
The Rams have some. They have some good offensive weapons. All right, next up, we have our team, our game. It's the Bengals at the Steelers. Oh, Listen, I'm going with the Steelers, but this is gonna be. We know what we already. It's gonna be another like
Heart
heartbreak.
attack.
Yeah, heart attack. It's gonna be frustrating. It's gonna be, but the Steelers are gonna come out on top.
And a couple of our players are on the COVID list too.
Yeah, it's looking spooky. I mean, like,
I mean, none of them have COVID except for Vance, but
I'll admit, if we play like we did last time, the Bengals could mess around and win. I mean, like
they could.
his Burrow is better than Gilbert. Who even was that? I don't know.
Garrett Gilbert.
But I'm going with the Steelers. The Bengals tweeted out something about like it being Steelers week, and like the one dude who I don't know, was like he was wiping his like shoes with a terrible towel, and then like they proceeded to lose that game, and like they proceeded to not win a playoff game for like 15 years, and they proceeded to like just be trash and be nothing. So
The Bungles.
the towel curse solidifies that the Steelers will win. I'm going with the Steelers.
I as well am going with the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers.
Isaiah is also going with the Steelers. The Bull is also going with the Steelers. And Madden, for the first time, I think, since, like, before the Titans game, is going to have us all in on the Steelers. 24-17. You know what? That's a fair score for this.
That is a very possible.
If not closer, like 20-24. But next up, we have the 49ers at the Saints. I'm going with the Saints, especially looking at like last week. They're definitely the better team. I mean, like, the Saints were a little bit injury riddled too. Like, not as bad. The 49ers, like, I don't know, you guys saw like their inactive list last week. Like, it was like every starter they had. Like, it's crazy. Like, the 49ers have just been demolished with injuries, and like, this could have been like a better game for them if it was like a couple weeks ago Saints, but this Saints, they're getting healthier, they're getting it all together, they're starting to look like a top 3 team in the NFC again. Like they were like they don't give up, they were winning these games, which I'm not gonna discredit like people discredit the Steelers sometimes. But like they're winning, but like they just weren't looking like they were like a top team in the NFC with like just like the Buccaneers up there and the Seahawks up there and the Packers. Like but like now they're getting up there again. So I'm going with the Saints. I'm getting more confident with them, and I think they'll definitely beat the 49ers, who are just. I don't know how like if their injuries are gonna get any better this week or not, but. Man, were they bad Thursday night against the Packers.
Yeah. I'm going with the Saints.
Saints.
Isaiah is also going with the Saints. The Bull is going with the Saints as well. And Madden is also going with the Saints. 28-17. Alright, next up we have Sunday Night Football. The Ravens at the Patriots. This, I think, sounds like a better game than it is. Definitely. I'm going with the Ravens. Patriots suck.
Yeah, Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. So the Patriots are just not. I mean, dude, who they barely beat the Jets, bro. They barely beat the Jets.
I'm not gonna. If they were to lose that game, like. I would have to say they were tanking, like, because there was just no way, like,
I don't know if I would have picked them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm picking them for the rest of the season. Like, how do you let that happen? Like, I don't know. Like, I think they still have to play the Jets again, but like, I don't know. the Jets came pretty close.
I know it's a divisional game, but come on, bro, it's the fucking Jets.
Yeah, and they're the Patriots. Like, I know they lost Tom, but like. Dude, like, what the heck? I don't know what's good. Patriots.
They did also lose some of their defensive players to opt out for COVID.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot, but
Dante Hightower and who was the other guy? Was it McCourty? No, Chung. Patrick Chung, I
oh
think.
yeah,
They
Patrick.
they opted out for COVID.
I think Stephon Gilmore is out too. So yeah, injuries, but man, I don't know. That was the Jets. Like the Jets have a case of going 0-16 this year. Isaiah's also going with the Ravens. The Bull, though, is going with the Patriots. Madden, though, is going with the Ravens in a pretty realistic score. I think this definitely could happen. They have it 43-28.
Could happen.
Alright, last up here we have Monday Night Football. We have the Vikings at the Bears. And I'm going with, I think, a little bit of an upset here. I'm going with the Vikings. The Bears have just, their offense is just a travesty, I guess. It's not been good. The Vikings, they haven't been good either, but they're starting to get a little bit better, I think. But this is divisional rivalry. I don't know. I'm feeling like the Vikings are gonna win this, and we're gonna start to see the downfall of the Bears, like as it's already like continuing, because they're currently 5-4, and they were 5-0 at one point. So the Bears have definitely started to choke here, and I just think this is gonna add to it, and they will get exposed, as Steven would say, as frauds. So yeah, I'm going with the Vikings to win this game.
I am going with the Bears. I mean, both these teams, I don't know. The Vikings aren't that good. The Bears are better. Even though the Bears, as I would say, in my opinion, are frauds. But I think they're a little better than the Vikings. Because the Bears are what, like 5-4?
Yeah, 5-4.
Yeah, like that. That's
Vikings
a
are
little too good
3-5.
That's a little too good for. That record is a little too good of representation of what the Bears really are, in my opinion.
They have been playing close.
I don't know. I just don't have faith in the Vikings. I mean, I don't really have too much faith in the Bears either. This is just, I don't know. It's just ain't a good game. So, and our divisional rivals. So we'll see.
I'm going with the Bears.
Isaiah is going with the Vikings. The Bull is going with the Vikings. Madden is going with the Bears, however, and they're going with the Bears big. They're going 48-14 Bears.
That is not happening.
If the Bears offense was like at least like okay, like if the Bears defense got like 2 like pick sixes, then maybe that could happen. And like the offense consistently scored, but nah, like the Vikings have to really tweak for that to happen. I mean, really tweak.
The Bears' offense is arguably the worst in the league.
Yeah, it's not that good. The Jets, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Falcons are all on their bye weeks, and nothing of value was lost. Okay. Good
press.
The Chiefs, of course, are a good team, but yeah, Jets, oof, Cowboys, oof, Falcons, oof. But alright, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. If you want to know how we do on these Week 10 predictions, of course, you remember to watch the Week 11 game predictions, as we'll wrap up what happened Week 10 like we did with Week 9 this week, and we'll get in to predict the Week 11 games. That's going to do it for this week, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe, don't subscribe. No, it's always up to you. I will see you guys in the next video. Watch for me. Good. Bye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be great.